I'm a liar. Hey YouTube, thanks for coming back to another one of my videos. So, I know you're gonna ask, why did I say I'm a liar? Well, the reason being, for like days, for like a week up until this moment where I started to do the whole vloguary thing, I've been saying I'm going to vlog with my iPhone to show people that they can vlog with just their phones and such. Well, I kind of gave up and started using my camera again. But let me explain. I kind of figured that I've proven my point a little bit already with my past several videos now that I've done. I've done them with my iPhone. And I'm not sure if people noticed that. I'm not sure if people notice the quality difference between my iPhone and my actual camera. I guess one big difference is that I'm recording in 1080p now instead of 4K like I was doing with my iPhone. The reason being, my Sony camera only records in 4K up to 5 minutes before it either just stops on its own and or before it even gets to 5 minutes it overheats and stops recording at like 3 minutes or something. So that's the biggest downside to the camera for me, is that I can't record in 4K. And well, I can, but just not for very long at all. So I'm back to 1080p, which I don't think 1080p is that bad. I mean, not a whole lot of people watch videos in 4K yet. I don't have a 4K TV yet, although that's not saying much because I am a poor college student, so there's that. The other thing I was kind of worried about with my camera was that I wasn't sure if it had optical image stabilization, because in my previous vlogs that I've done, my videos always seemed a little shaky. I don't know if that's because I was recording them in 60 frames per second. I'm doing it in 30 now, hoping that will make a difference. But I guess we'll see. But yeah, I just want to tell you, I'm sorry, I can't keep doing it with my iPhone. The thing is, once you get a taste of having an actual camera with a screen that can flip up so you can see where you're pointing it and stuff, it's hard to go back to using an iPhone where you can't really see the screen, and it's hard to use the front-facing camera because it's such a low megapixel and doesn't have optical image stabilization, so the video will be shaky if you use the front screen or the front-facing camera. So sorry, I went back to my regular camera, but the daily vlogs will still continue. If you have any questions about vlogging with an iPhone or any kind of phone, be sure to let me know in the comments down below, and I'll be sure to answer you as best as I can. Free idea for anybody wanting to start a business or create a product, just make sure you give me credit for it, because if you don't, I will hunt you down. Nothing will probably come from it, but I will hunt you down. Somebody needs to invent some kind of attachment for phones where if you're recording with your rear camera, that there's going to be like a little screen on the back where you're able to see whatever your camera is pointing to. Kind of like there was a phone that came out recently where it would show, it had like a little tiny screen on the back where you can see wherever your camera was pointing at, so you can make sure that you're in camera focus. I forget what it's called. I'm gonna have to look it up a little bit later. I'll be back after I figure out what that phone was called again. All right, before it starts getting too dark and before the wife comes out of her job and have to head home, I'm gonna have to end the vlog real quick. I did find that phone that I was talking about. It was called the Mitsu. It's an interesting phone, but let's see if it'll show up on camera. But yeah, it has like a screen on the back, and when you're using the back camera on that little screen, it would, let's see if it'll focus. It would show you essentially, you know, your face or whatever you're aiming the camera at. So if you're an inventor, make sure I get props for this. I want a piece of the pie, because I gave you the idea. I'm sure that's not going to happen, but I still want a piece. $1 million idea right there. On a side note, time for the next Black History fact of the day. Now this one looks like it's about Martin Luther King. Let's see. Martin Luther King Jr. improvised the most iconic part of his I Have a Dream speech. On Wednesday, August 28th, 1963, 250,000 Americans united at the Lincoln Memorial for the final speech of the March on Washington. As Martin Luther King Jr. stood at the podium, he eventually pushed his notes aside. The night before the march, Dr. King began working on his speech with a small group of advisors in the lobby of the Willard Hotel. The original speech was more political and less historic, according to Clarence B. Jones, and it did not include any reference to dreams. After the now famous line, "We are not satisfied, and we will not be satisfied until justice rolls down like waters and righteousness like a mighty stream," Dr. King transformed his speech into a sermon. On stage near Dr. King, singer Mahalia Jackson reportedly kept saying, "Tell me about the dream, Martin." And while no one will know if he heard her, it could likely have been the inspiration he needed. Dr. King then continued, "Even though we face the difficulties of today and tomorrow, I still have a dream. It is a dream deeply rooted in the American dream." And then the famous Baptist preacher preached on, adding repetition and outlining the specifics of his dream. And while this improvised speech given on that hot August day in 1963 was not considered a universal success immediately, it is now recognized as one of the greatest speeches in American history. That's a Martin Luther King fact for you for Black History Month. Hope you enjoyed it. Hopefully I read that a little better than the last one I did. That one's probably poorly edited because I did it on my phone. Honestly, iMovie on the phone is not as good as iMovie on a Mac. But it is doable, and thanks for coming back to watch another one of my vlogs. Hope you enjoyed. I hope you don't mind that I'm not doing it on my iPhone anymore, and I hope that my camera quality is up to snuff. So thanks again for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, like the video, share, comment, all that fun stuff down below. I'll be coming back with another vlog tomorrow for sure. Hopefully I'll be able to get it up earlier than I did get today's up, or I guess yesterday's if you're watching this video today. But I'll catch you next time.